Hello guys, it's been a while, so yeah, Let's Raw has been on a hiatus for a while and I don't know, I couldn't bring myself to really record many of the things I was drawing. I've been really busy with college, so obviously it has been a while, but I am back for now, this week, maybe the next week as well, who knows. I do have 1 or 2 episodes like this one and another one recorded in advance, so hopefully there will be more Let's Draws in the future. So today I'll be drawing something a little different. So I have kind of avoided drawing a lot of alone ones stuff for Let's Draw, but honestly I'm kind of past my hatred for alone ones. It's still not good objectively, but I mean I do have this really soft spot for my old series. It's just, I don't know, it reminds me of different times. I made it when I was a teenager. So basically what I'm drawing today is an idea for a sequel to Alone Ones that never came into fruition because Renegades was not originally intended to be the sequel. I actually had plans for a different sequel to Alone Ones, which was going to involve Lynn's daughter, Vivian. And I know like there's a lot of people confused, like Lynn dies it's never shown in the series, but she's confirmed to be dead like after the series. But if this series had come into fruition, Lynn was not supposed to have died, neither did One Eye. I think One Eye may have died actually, but Lynn at least lived, and she was going to have some puppies. They are 4, I remember, 4 of them. I don't remember all of their genders or designs because I accidentally deleted the files, but I do remember Vivian, and that was the main character. Vivian was Lynn's daughter and the daughter of a random husky she came across. The father was never really in the picture, so you know, it's like it was never really going to focus on a fatherly relationship. It was more the relationship between Vivian and Lynn. And the story, I don't remember a lot of it because I never actually wrote any of it down, which I really regret right now. But it was basically going to be Vivian and maybe her siblings going to look for her mother after she vanishes. So right now I'm just drawing Vivian and Lynn. I'm kind of redesigning Vivian because her old design is really ugly if you ask me. But I do want to keep certain elements. She really doesn't resemble Lynn all that much, but I don't know, I figured I'd keep some things like her dark ears and her dark red eyes. She keeps that from her mother. Vivian also had a few scars. I never actually knew how she got those. So I do know that in the sequel idea, which I'm probably never going to make, but I don't know, if I ever get the motivation to create this sequel idea, I could do it. So I don't know, it just seemed like a fun idea to draw for me. Drawing Lynn as a like an actual adult, not just a young adult, always feels a little bit weird to me because, you know, she's really childlike and kind of innocent in the original series, so, you know. And I had plans for the series, like I said, but I never actually wrote any of it down, and yeah, I just never ended up making it because, while I do like certain Next Generation series, it just didn't really appeal to me at the time, so instead I chose to make a series about Quepto, you know, the side character from Alone Ones, which was kind of random. Renegades was originally supposed to be a comic, but I never actually went through with it, so then when I wanted to do another series, I basically just reworked Renegades to become a series, because I already had a lot of it written, so, you know, it was pretty easy, and much easier than to somehow rediscover the sequel ideas for this sequel that I never actually wrote down. I do know that Lynn was supposed to die in the sequel. One Eye died as well, or already was dead by the start of it, if this ever were to happen, but for now it's still canon that Lynn and One Eye both die. If you've seen their fates, you know what happens. It's stated on the wiki how they die. But yeah, kind of depressing and stuff. But, you know, for what it is, I like the sequel idea. It was also going to have, I think, little to no romance, and it was going to dive more into the spiritual side of things. That's vaguely what I remember, and I think the villains were supposed to be wolves, and it had nothing to do with the clan, so, you know, it was just a different location because Lynn and One Eye moved away from the clan after, you know, episode 11, so it was just going to take place at a completely different mountain. There was no involvement from the clan whatsoever, and yeah, I just kind of had no idea where I was going with the story. So yeah, I just knew that Vivian was the main character, and I honestly don't remember much else from the story, which is unfortunate. I think there was maybe going to be like a big forest fire or something, because I've never done fires before, but obviously that's kind of impossible for me to do with my animation skills. I'm really not that good. And I doubt I'll ever make the sequel idea, but I did draw some concepts for it recently because I just had fun with it. So, you know, who knows, maybe one day, far into the future, I will make Alone One's The Journey Ahead, which is the sequel's name. So, yeah, this is just kind of me rambling on about a sequel idea that never came into fruition. For now, Renegades is still just Alone One Season 2. But yeah, you never know, I may actually... Maybe I'll do something with it in short stories or something, because there are actually Alone One short stories, which I will link into the description, which you can check out, which are basically like supplementary materials to both Alone Ones and Renegades. They aren't mandatory reading, except for, I mean, Forgotten Friendship can be considered mandatory reading, but it isn't really. Like, One Eyes and Silky's friendship is touched upon in the main series, so that's really the main point I was trying to make. So yeah, see you later, and houdoe!